Welcome to another episode of WikiWoo Plays Utopia. My security systems are online here. Good. Is it online? Yeah. I'm from the States. Let's see, where in the States though? Where in the States am I? Okay, oh, I have to zoom in. Oh, I'm in Seattle this time, okay. So let's do our usual rounds here. I'm just doing my first assignment. Why I want to be a social work and what field am I going to go into, and talk about the history of social work. What is social work basically, and what level of social work? What focus of the field I'm in, but where? What level of interaction would I want to be in? I'm thinking, well, obviously I have to work within the fields. I mean, I love research and science, but I don't know. We need to move forward with our programs. We can't just keep on doing the same old thing. We need, we have every step forward. Every way we can ever evolve our services to the needy helps provide them with the services they need. And you need to be a visionary. You need to keep on moving things forward. Otherwise, there'll be no no progression of stuff. You need to get out of the rut, essentially. So let's just like we have to get out of this, get our province out of the rut. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get our province out of the rut. But we also need to we also need to provide right now relief right now. As we kind of look for more effective ways to kind of address their many needs. Basically, you want to create a safe space for people who don't have to feel dignified by realizing their by providing providing services that recognize their inherent dignity of people. I know I talk a good deal. I mean, well, here I am learning to keep on team killing, keep on building an empire of team killing here. I have food. Well, this is just a game, though. No, I have COVID, so I finally got the goo. So 1839 players, good. We're on year 4. So yeah, this game is slowly tickering off. Good. So let's go attack Lightborn here. He's this player is within our grasp, and we're sending our elf lords and 22. Send 2 mercenaries. Hopefully this works, because we're just neck and neck with. There we go. We're just basically neck and neck with each other. So 106 land destroyed. Good. So 106. So 06. So you should be at like 300 land there somewhere. 106. All right. I mean, Lighthope tried to build his province up. Lightborn tried to build his defense up, but I overtook him throughout the night. I kind of kept on investing in something. I kept on putting everything into building a strike force of elf lords and rangers, and thieves as well. Increase our town watch. So our empire, our little section on the YouTube expands a little bit here. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going to concentrate on continuing to serve the disabled, the schizophrenic community. But there's lots of other disorders out there, and maybe I'll help the CHMA's mission to keep on advocating for better, more funding, more research, especially research, so we understand what a client needs. Or, I don't think there's going to be a cure for mental illness or even disorders. I think it's more of an adapting society to their needs, so they can they too can find use in this life, find their purpose in life by accessing the services where they can still enjoy somewhat of independent living. And I will definitely be volunteering within the. But I don't foresee myself working in the addictions community. I'm not from that world. They'll spot a phony who's not part of them. They tend to, people who have addictions tend to want to stay within their own community, be among people who understand them, in regards to fellow people who have a compulsion disorder. I am more of a schizophrenic. I would like to. I mean, we already have lots of programs that serve the autistic community and schizophrenic community. I would definitely like to continue to kind of increase the abilities to accurately diagnose, and where professionals can accurately diagnose and get people into the particular stream. There's a particular stream of life. Everything is a river, right? You know, everything is a river, and everything is a stream of life. So they want to go into that little world, and that's all the power to them. Quality of life, and their humanity goes back up, and all around an ambience, a Canadian ambience of mercy and high life expectancy. Other professionals might specialize in their bodily care, their housing, their food, their vocational training. That's not me. I'm going to be the ones who concentrate more on championing their right and their right to be Canadians. I definitely would be volunteering more. I would definitely be what's the word I'm looking for? Working on the macro world, the world at large changes, the world that's surrounding the individual micro world, the little personal bubble, and the relationships between the macro world and their inside world, the social levers, the social injustices. We want to destroy the social injustices to make sure that they're as high functioning as possible. Speaking of high functioning, I'm not taping this, but there's a very important court case coming up involving a very high functional individual in the States, who has been most if you know who he is, then you definitely are fellow CW. CW station. watcher. CW, CBS, and Warner. CW station. CW station is CBS and Warner, right? CBS merges with Warner to create a new television network. The CW affiliates. Find my channel. Ad blocker. Anyhow, I'm at 25,000 citizens, so we want to try and create a province where more people live here. More people live here, and more elves live here. And the whole idea is to kill all other players who aren't elves, so that only elves may live in this kingdom. And see now, Lightborn is reduced back to the state of peasant, where I'm a knight, and Elfborn. Let's see here, Elfborn. Okay, so what's Elfborn's population? Elfborn's population is Lightborn's population is. Let's see, people. Peons. There we go. This is Lightborn here. About 7,000 people left who haven't been nuked. Wizards. I'm thinking that with more mercy, that the community rebuilds itself, a nation can rebuild itself, and the prosperity of a city, less crime. What mayor doesn't want that, right? What mayor doesn't want that? What prime minister doesn't want a country that's not in turmoil? And then that's the whole point. And then we can actually have the prosperity and wealth and the potency of a nation to actually, a golden age for our Canadian society. Move to higher levels of existence, higher levels of being. And I'm sure that 100 years from now, this house, this neighborhood, everything will be totally different. And it'll be very interesting because I'll be trying to get an education to kind of be a leader in that, be a leader in that field. Not just a director, but a person who fights for advocacy, speaks on their behalf, brokers use allies of other organizations, and all around makes some changes to the system so that I won't live to experience it, but neither does my grandparents. My grandparents didn't live to experience all this wonderful internet world. I mean, it is a wonderful internet world. I mean, people say, "Oh, this TikTok guy is all a bunch of brats and all a bunch of evils on the internet." No, I mean, we have a chance to use this technology for good. Yet, we'll also use this technology a brand new paradigm of communication. I mean, I'm sure that as technology keeps on going, it keeps on moving forward, all of this internet will seem like the old record player, the old gramophone, as it was called back then, or 8-tracks, or the old kaleidoscope thing, or the old stereoscope where they put the viewer in, and things will change. For the better and for the good. So we want to make sure that people don't suffer as much as when new revolutions, new radical change happens. People don't suffer as much. People will suffer, but the objective is to create a social system where people don't get really, really glammed up. So That's okay. So I call myself the House of Black and White, named after the House of Black and White on Game of Thrones. I guess I'm one of the last the last rump state of Game of Thrones. I remember playing this game maybe 2000 and 2010, long time ago, and especially especially in China. I had I still had an account that wasn't blocked or anything. Now all my accounts are basically blocked. I have to use VPN to get past this fella here. David C. And the game administrator. So it's 94. So it's roughly 100 all for one for all. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the performa, the 30 Musketeers, the 4 Musketeers. It has to have the theme 4 for 1. All for 1. A kingdom of recruiting PM. Okay, no, this is just another ghetto kingdom. Kingdom of reading gives you superpowers. Yes, it does. Reading does give you superpowers. So go read some stuff. These are all books, you know. Old Man on the Sea, Everyone Poops. Okay, that's a good one. Vinci Code. It's a Kingdom of Join the Coup. The Coup. So this is probably just another kingdom in formation. Titicaca. Oh, Lake Titicaca of Peru. Or was it? Lake Titicaca. I think it's Lake Titicaca. I think it's Lake Titicaca. It's like 3 different nations have the it's Peru, right? Which okay, it's Bolivia and Peru. Okay. I think eventually we're gonna like Kingdom of When I Like Duchess. Go Cats. Wildcat. I guess this is a wildcat kind of a kingdom here. Kingdom of Deepwater Pirates. Oh, here's another classic kingdom of Baby Shark. This is actually a classic kingdom of Utopia. I've seen these people around. Kingdom of Shameless, World of End Shameless. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, End of World. Okay, so what might destroy the world? Overpopulation, President Cheeto, Luca, intelligence. Your mama sat on Utopia server. Aliens receptor simulation. Okay. Long server updates. Mad Murders Muppets, Artificial Intelligence. RF remake RMRF remake something. Oh, this is a computer simulation command. ARC. Plumlandia, Chimpanzee Offspring, Starvation, Bloodlight Bag, Volcano Eruption, Margin Call, Just Monday, Flavor Town, Ended Humanity, El Ego, Terminus Est. I don't know what the hell that means. Large Hadron Collider. The recognized kingdom of bar crawlers. It's all just bar crawlers, I guess. Kingdom of Naked Message for War. Oh, this is I guess this is situations where you want to be naked. Zoom conference call, Zornberg, cooking with oil. Want to cook with oil when you're naked. Pick kitties up with school. Opening the windows, dropping the soap, barbed wire, wrestling with officers naked, attending Pride Parade naked. Yeah, actually, that's happened. Roughly slide, drop the soap naked, running through sawgrass. Sleep. Good old COVID. Sea lampreys naked. Losing my clothes. Swimming at North Pole naked. Ice skating naked. Date with the judge naked. Sit on a potato frying squid naked. Kingdom of Squeal. Sequel. Kingdom of Sequel. The sequel. The sequel when one that's never enough showtime. Okay, so I don't know what the hell this is. This is all just movies? Oh, movies that are sequels. Okay. Fucking COVID. Devil's Rejects. So I'll be able to help Coach Journey, parsing this boy. Wildlands, Rocky Four. There's a day dynamic. Game of Secrets. Again, the cartridge. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to read these. I'm just gonna have to write route. I like this sequel. And then this will help me keep a. Oh well. Let's see, what did I do wrong here? Oh, he's pick. Play Kirsten's banjo. Sorry, I'm new here. What do I need to do? And then my creepy message is. What the hell? Where's my creepy message? I sent a response. Well, I sent a response that says surrender your penis to me. It's basically, I don't know. Sometimes I've lost the ability to write spontaneously weird stuff to to players, but sometimes I do have that ability. So I'm gonna when my forces come back, I'm gonna hit Lightborn again, and I got the new forces coming in, and I don't need to worry about defense for a while. They have pretty solid defense, especially for my own team members. So, maybe need to build more war horses. Let's see how we are with my horses. 2, 3, 20. So 200, 2, 3, 20. I only have 2, 1, 4, 3. So I am in need for more horses. So we'll get some land coming in. So we're gonna put them in horses. Then eventually we're gonna have to put them on their farms and banks. Do another round of farms and banks. And I've chilled out with the farms and banks now, because I know that you don't really need to have large funding for food and money. You just need to have a decent supply to support your team killing, just support your armies of team killing. In this case, my little rogue enterprise. We can see about killing the king eventually. Ranger land. Let's see what this resource. Let's see what Ranger land's defenses are like. See, no one can hurt me, and everyone else is too weak to hurt me. Okay, so 66, not too bad. Okay. Oops. See, I'm at 34, so 34 and. Once my forces come back, then it'll be more than Light Hope here, or Lightborn. See, I got about 2,000 there. I got some elf lords coming on, So elf lords are pretty healthy for if you have a good defense. You can use elf lords as a attacker. Have about maybe 200 elf lords. You times that 200 by here, that's like 2,400 attackers right there. Just by doing this, they're expensive as fuck though right here. See, so they're very expensive. But my soldiers can come back faster. Military barracks, so military barracks. How fast they can back? 1.73. Okay, good. It's good. Then means go to military advisor page. They're back in 5 hours. Not bad at all. Engineers of Ascension. So, Engineers of Ascension. What is this for? What is this? Search of Google Lens. Maybe this is a Zeus. Visual measures. Zeus. Shiva tribe. Can you write an imaginary lightning gourd? One day, once I've mastered, once I create a homestead of safety, a sanctuary of safety, my own personal, and I have my own little personal man cave. The family can have, the wife can have the whole house. Actually, a small little cave, small little office where I operate out of. Or she can operate out of too. We can have a small office, but for both of us. Where my friend Alex has finally written some books. He's become a. Oh, we can talk about Alex, yeah. Let's see, compose on like what? Let me just put this. Maybe just put under reply. So. Calgary, that's a Canadian Premier League soccer game, and they're actually doing pretty good. So the Premier Soccer League is now Canadian Premier Soccer League. It's actually doing pretty good. It's at 14. Oh, what is that? It's at 30 million, so that's good. Each of the teams, Calgary is the best. Is at 47 million. This is an aggregate of the players' salaries, the assets of the building, the assets, the fan base, the tickets, the merchandise selling. So this is good, and this will help. The idea is to help grow the sport of soccer in Canada, because we're getting lots of more immigrants from soccer-based countries, hotter countries, Africa countries, Asian countries, Latin American countries. The core of the workforce stays in that country because they're loyal. Plus, they don't really want to come to. They're loyal. They want to stay in that country, but it's really hard to move actually. So the more adventurous come to Canada, come to the States more so. England's really hard to get into. Australia's really hard to get into. Canada, we have open borders, but we want to eventually we're going to eventually kind of, because we want to bump up our population, right, so we can actually be worth something. And not to say that we're a bunch of mercenaries and that people are only good by what they're worth of what they can produce a whole year, which is roughly $40,000. The GDP is their median salary is $40,000. So that's low end. That's low medium. Really upper ones are like billions and billionaires. But GDP, you want to increase more talent to your country, so they have sex, they can eat food, they can buy stuff, but they also can be themselves. But they also be a Canadian version of themselves or an American version. But the thing is, in the American version is they really emphasize the American, whereas the Canadian, they kind of emphasize they want to emphasize that you be yourself. You bring your unique culture to our country, and we'll celebrate it. But be yourself. The thing is that you're yourself first, you're your culture first, and you're Canadian second. That being a Canadian is that we accept you into our country, and a Canadian version of that. But it's not to say that our country, our culture overrides. That's the objective, anyways. Overrides is that. So this is actually a globalized game. So therefore, they're trying to really build soccer in this country. This is actually pretty high salaries. That's TV. I'm not sure what the TV stands for. So, watch some soccer at my friend's house. Illegal to you. In the CFL is growing too. So maybe spend the night. Yeah, we were planning to go to Germany, right? So I'm slowly saving up for that. The Germany trips, the Germany plane is actually growing quite nicely. So we're saving up a healthy economic. Or so. That's a grad. Maybe Monica will call you. It's just like building up a solid eco system of food and money in my province for my goals. Always secure the home base. Then interact with the outside, with the outer world, the macro versus social work. There we go. Just writing some weird shit, So my friend Alex had had an apartment base with an actual fireplace. I'm going to go over and make a nice pot of veggie soup for both of them. My girlfriend watched the Calvary. That Canadian Premier League is really growing thirsty from COVID. The league was new just prior to COVID, so we worried it might be wiped out. Thank God not. Maybe spend the night talk about life before plans, because we just actually the league is updated. Maybe the league's actually. $30 million of the GDP. It's important. They're trying to help grow the sport here. And they are to create a pillar economy centered revolving game and soccer culture. The game see, the thing about these sports is, maybe the sweaty jocks, yes, and rather be intellectual, but they provide a good source of income, a good source of jobs, a good sort of pillar economy role. Especially creates a demand. Creates something solid. I'm glad I was able to support it. Maybe me and Alex could go watch a real game. But yeah. Oh, I could use a fucking blizzard right now. I had a blizzard the other day, and I think I fell in love with them. A blizzard and a frosty. And McFlurry and a blizzard. And McFlurry. I haven't had McFlurry in such a long time, actually. Dairy Queen, blizzard. A dilly bar. Oh, I haven't a dilly bar either. Oh, I can use a dilly bar right now. I should write a message. Oh, I can use a dilly bar. Oh, I can use it anyway. I don't know what's his name. Light Hope or something? Light something. Lightborn. Ooh. Oh, I can use a dilly bar, but I'm a diet. So we want to create keep on creating a population increase. Generally around the world, there's a population decrease, and this is why. COVID. And that's why I, 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 See, it's one of those. See, the population sees a slow, slight increase. So, slight increase. Rate 245 here. Japan, whoa, that's just fucked up. Oh, wow, what the hell is going on? Oh, whoa. Japan's having a huge crisis of meltdown. You know, they're having a. Oh, they just popped the 200 bubble right there. That's the highest they ever had so far, and they were doing so well too. 0.000000000. Woo! Oh, jeez, it's not good. And their country is in turmoil. I mean, these countries this is the place where they make video games. This is make the anime. This is where they make a bunch of peace, like peaceful things. Well, the peaceful Japanese, anyways. The peace, like Waseda University is very liberal, very liberal Waseda Japan. So, but the Warhawks took over. The Modis took over. Ab took over, and I don't know. They're moving toward Japan towards a more war build, which is their defensive right, actually. But like I said, it's not going to be a war between Japan and China. I mean, unless the Japanese strike first. You know. The Chinese are not that dumb. Chinese individuals are not that dumb, actually. It'll just be another 50 or so years of encirclement and spy games and all that nonsense, Cold War, James Bond bullshit. But then, in fact, NATO is losing that war. I mean, they're losing major territory in Ukraine. So, I mean, Putin's starting to actually move towards Odessa instead. Start to focus on Odessa, the Odessa front. So, he's a bit overconfident. Maybe he's making the same mistake Hitler made. You know, winter's coming in. It's the end of maybe Putin's making the same mistake Hitler made, trying to really close things off before the winter comes. The first winter hits. It's 5 months. 1 day. See what? Guardian will tell us what day we're. I'll have to donate to the Guardian eventually. Well, they'll tell us what day we're on. Usually they tell us what day we're on. And counteroffensive. Good. But see. This is the situation in Russia right now. Well, this pocket's been closed up. There's lots of YouTube videos that tell you more in detail what the Russians might be interested in doing, but they're moving towards this way. See, there you go. The little red lines are moving this way again. It's just 5 months, you know, 5 months already. 5 months. Lots of civilians dead. COVID. Once. Japan just finally is on the increase here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hopefully the getting is under control, because that's 120. All these cases of death all over the world. Smallpox. Mexico's actually smallpox. Mexico was actually up here somewhere, but then they kind of dropped down. America is about to have that 60,000, so this becomes a 6. Eventually, it's going to be 1. That'll be the first 100,000 of the first 1 million. The first 1 million section. We're at the first 50,000. And this is the first. If we're looking at the 50 section, then this is going to be the first This could be the third unit, subunit of the 50,000 of the 5, which is a subunit of the 1. Which is going to be the subunit of the 1 here. Subunit. I like that subsection. So we're going to go to 4 soon. So 4, and then these singular numbers will reset each cell for another. It takes about a week for America to. Okay, that's 400 right there. So let's see. America's on a slight rise. This is the plateau. They see the plateau here. So remember all the time they keep on wanting to keep on talking about plateau. We're gonna try and reach a plateau. We're gonna try and reach a plateau. But that's what the news kept on saying. So okay. So we're harassing a player. We've killed a player. We're building our size of a defense force. Maybe I get 200 defense points soon. And once this player has been eliminated, I can concentrate on building another round of defenders while I start working on building the backbone of our attack force. I normally don't use the elite units here. This is an elite unit. This is a specialist. These two are specialists, defense and attack specialists, offensive defensive specialists. But this is an elite unit. I really don't use elites too much, but they are very, very expensive. And hopefully I can continue to I hope that I can continue to build my lightborn and continue my education, so I can actually make real money instead of video game money from a dying game. You know, this game is dying. Right? I actually have these are all gold coins. Relative opponent net worth 100%. Time suffered free. Tax made. Well, tax suffered. Time is 3 to 3. Total tax. Oh, they don't count the attacks you don't make against your own teammates. That's my attack though. So who do I call myself? I call myself Jaqen H'ghar, a character on Game of Thrones, and maybe I'll be the last of the rump states of the Game of Thrones kingdom. Call myself Game of Thrones this and all that. I mean, those like Robert Baratheon and I call him King Burr, but I guess Game of Thrones is not popular anymore. Not even House of the Dragon. So I don't think they're gonna capture the same House of the Dragon here. And Swedish. Here's a mass resignation of the game. Lots of people are leaving the game here. So this player here, he's Mansour. I read this in the other video, so I don't just read it again. But yeah, hopefully Muga keeps on fucking this game up and bungling this game up, and they only allow scientists. They don't allow concentration of books now. This is really gonna piss off a lot of players. You know, they only your father, Patrice, Hugs, and David C. Cato. Mansour! Oh, okay. So far I'm not detected. That's me. A bunch of dead kingdom leaders. The kingdom getting hit lots of times. It's me hitting Lightborn. That's me hitting Ronistan. Ronistan, my first victim. Just getting my game sharp. Or getting my soldiers sharp for war. They don't have dungeons, so that sucks. Would have loved to put a dungeon there. And anyways, thank you for watching our show. Have yourselves a lovely evening. And I know I will continue to do my assignment, and then get this assignment filled in, do that other assignment, and eventually hang out with Alex. For that soccer game before soccer ends. Before soccer ends, and because I'm broken. I mean, I'm really, really broke. I mean, probably have to borrow money from my classmate probably have to borrow money for my girlfriend to study here, to upgrade her visitor visa to a student visa. Again, the whole Canadian immigration thing. You have a temporary immigrant. You have some rights. You have some protections. You have Medicare. So there's that. Speaking of Medicare, rights and stuff. Canadian polls. Who's up ahead in the polls? Polling is usually done once every month or once every week. Conservatives and liberals are tied pretty much neck and neck. See a bunch of liberals down here, a bunch of conservatives up there. Whoa, I think the liberals are gonna. Yeah, it's pretty tied. So you got 3 liberals here, one liberal tie, liberal blue, but then you have a whole shitload of red ones down here. So maybe it's tie, maybe it's not. These are throughout the year when they printed the okay, the NDP is still pretty good. The blue team is coming up ahead, but then it's gonna be a blue team, but they're gonna be cock-blocked by the holy shit, by the orange team here. Yeah, blue team will win, but then the orange team will keep on busting their balls with the red team here. Well, maybe the red team will win. And we still have lots of years, two more years to go. So 2 more years to go. By then hopefully we'll have developed a stronger economy out of COVID. I would have saved some money. Some of my friends would have moved on. Me, moved on education-wise, and we can actually get out there in the world. The thing is, if people's lives are better, they have the disposable income to actually enjoy life and do something pleasurable, then they're content. They can just eat some food, watch a game or so, maybe have a few beers while watching the game. Then that's good. Watch a movie occasionally. Go camping, go doing something out there. Maybe afford some basic insurance for our pet, healthcare for our pet, so that our pet can live a little longer. Pet insurance, Pet Secure. Oh, I know, PetSmart. Maybe PetSmart might have some. Do, 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 do. People adopting people more kinder to adopt more feline and furry companions. Oh, good. I have more space now. Let's see. Okay, I just finished. What the hell? Didn't I complete my housing? Yeah, I built those houses. What the hell? I should have a housing up the yin yang. Okay, so there's 6 in. I guess I'll have to build more housing then. Secure more housing there and 758. Wizard effectiveness, or thief effectiveness. Where do you want to put this? I want to try and build a decent thief army. Archers don't like to defend right now. I need to start offending. There we go. Just keep training, keep building, keep training. This is also what I did on Wolfenstein 3D. I kill the Germans. I get a clip, and then I have to actually conserve ammo. Really be careful with my hits until I start building up a strong bullet thing, and then I can be more cavalier with my fighting. But bullet is life in that game. Okay, so I'm okay for now. We'll see you guys. This is video 1. We'll see you guys. Hopefully, Lightborn will understand that his days are numbered in the game, and these are inactive players. And we're gonna go and hunt maybe Doom and Gloom. Maybe Buddy Axe will hunt. No, Buddy Axe is actually a deactive player. I know what I could do. Just relax. Just go ape shit on Rangerland, and continue to build up. Yeah, go ape shit on Rangerland there. Enemy forces are coming back, by the way. So my small task force is coming back in 5.30 hours. So, I think maybe I can have enough. Well, I don't have enough for paradise. I don't have enough for paradise. I don't got to take it to paradise. Where's our first hour? House of Black and White. It's named after the assassin's house on Bravos on Game of Thrones. It's a temple, actually. It's a temple of death where people can go to get euthanized at their own request. Go to get euthanized through drinking the fountain of poison, or being sent out on a mission to kill bad people. Names offered, but it has to be names offered to the red-faced god, aka names offered by people to the assassins, to the religious acolytes of the House of Black and White, and they can, if they observe the religious orders, killing people that are contracted or killing people who are willing to die, be euthanized, then they would they are protected. They have their abilities. It's like when the Kali asked her most loyal disciples to go around in India to kill some demon infested people, and then the disciples start to cut open the bodies themselves to kind of unmask, to understand the biological nature of their victims. So Kali got mad and stopped patronizing that particular religion. They kind of broke up into evil strangulation thieves. Still tasked with with population reduction, population control, killing demon infected as humans, and the Maras, and as a population control, and but they didn't have the special patronage of Kalima, so this made their job very difficult. They actually have to use subterfuge and hidden thuggisms, whereas they want to infiltrate the caravans and then yank that caravan and take their goods to support the divine mission, their temples and divine mission, and that's their fucked up theology, and it's based on dark. It's based on Shivaism, but Kaliism. So, sort of like the same thing with House of Black and White. I mean, Arya Stark took it upon herself to go and kill this a bad guy who wasn't her target. She was tasked with killing a insurance fraudster, and that was the name that was offered to be sacrificed to the red-faced god, aka Death, Morta, blood. I'm assuming that's the allusion to it. So that's the nature of the House of Black and White, and that's what we do. We're an elf province always, but I will be switching to Avian next time because I want to. I don't know. I don't play well with magic anymore. I just don't know. I don't know. I've lost the magic. I used to build all these guilds. I used to build all these towers. I don't have that anymore. And I guess I started to play as a regular. I think the reason is I started to play it in the lightning round, the Genesis round. And I'm so used to every 15 minutes being a tick. So yeah. And then maybe I'll attack Northern Lights down here. Well, Northern Lights is a bit tough though. Well, they have really high defenses, so I have to really start to build my attack powers. Canterlot, maybe. It's Canterlot's stats here. Canterlot, maybe my next victim. Names to see. The thing is, I'm doing it wrong. I'm actually going to kill people. And that's not what you're supposed to do with these faceless. To be an assassin is to be faceless. You give up your old identity. You must create your own personal through a game called the Game of Lies. You're supposed to create your own personal new persona, a new identity, and an anonymous identity. You talk about yourself in the third person. Pretty much like a social worker records, actually. So, Northern Lights. Too high. Well, maybe. I did develop a good, strong infrastructure. A healthy infrastructure to attack Lighthope here, or Lightborn here. Well, we'll see. I mean, I got people coming in. I got forces coming in. I got land coming. Ooh, I own 9 land. This means I have to go and attack someone else. I have to actually go and attack. So let's see where we can expand. Or we can enjoy the great expense. Gramps might be a good tempting target. You go, pirates. This is the pirate I was thinking of. I was not thinking correctly of the other pirate. Let's see if we can punch up above our weight here. Maybe we'll attack the Uranium Scout here. Yeah. Okay, so I assume the uranium skull is what? Uranium skull is probably a bunch of 37. You say? So defense is high. We'll go to bed soon. So uranium skull 37. Combat spells 37. That's it. Okay. So our thing is to create a defense attack, and he can't gank me his land back. So my defense is only 130. He's at 39. So and his attack is at 75. So I'm just 45. 40,000 short shy. But I'll keep him on my radar. Perhaps if I keep on building a small task force of elf lords, coupled by rangers, with high defenses from archers, then maybe yes. Alright for COVID. Anyway, thank you for watching our show. Have yourselves a lovely evening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching our show. We're gonna see you right back. We're gonna be right back. Needs out.